Hey, this is Buzz with Pickleball Buzz. Thanks for joining us once again here on the channel. I am sitting at a brand new installation of courts here in Ponte Vedra Beach at the Brown Family YMCA, located right off of Landrum Road here in Ponte Vedra Beach, of course. And with me today is Charlie Chacos, who is the director and newly appointed VP of St. Johns County for First Coast YMCA. And Charlie, thanks for being with us.
Yeah, Buzz, thank you so much for coming out here and checking out some of the new work that we've done. We're excited about it.
Yep. Well, all the excitement is what you're seeing in the background. There's 5 brand new outdoor courts with lighting. They even have a covered area so you can rest and relax, a new water station nearby. So if you need that hydration during these hot months or even when it's not hot, hydration is a big deal. They've got it, and they've used every square inch practically to make this thing happen. So let's go from the beginning. How did this whole thing come about?
Yeah, so our branch was built in early 2000s. So we're about 23 years old, and like a lot of things, there's some new things that are coming out. Health and wellness space is moving pretty fast, and so pickleball is obviously very popular. And really, our board came together and made the conscious decision of, if we're going to serve this community to the best of our ability, pickleball has a place here. So knowing that we've been playing in the gym for a number of years, we had this open field back here. And originally it started out with 3 courts, and our board just got together and said, you know what, let's see if we can't fit 5 in here. So 5's what we got. Little pavilion, the water station, bathhouse right here, and all right next to our pool.
Yeah.
So
how convenient if you want to cool off.
It's great. Yeah. Oh my goodness. For everybody who's jumping, playing pickleball and then going to jump right in the pool after and cool down.
Some recent statistics have shown that we're in a 268% deficit on courts here in Florida, one of the most popular states for pickleball. So having 5 additional is chipping away at that deficit, but welcome for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's still part of our 3-phase overall plan for the capital renovations at the Brown Family YMCA. So the 5 dedicated pickleballs courts that you see behind me, we're going to have an airnasium on the other side of the pool, which will have 3 courts that are shaded over our kind of like what we have at the Nocatee YMCA, that airnasium concept. And then we'll have the courts in the gym. So 11 total once all is said and done. But these 5 dedicated courts will be year-round.
Right. And the airnasium is on demand. In other words, you guys set them up, break them down. It's a multi-purpose area.
It'll be a multi-purpose area. And really, that's so that we can serve more kids for, our basketball program, some group fitness classes, summer camp. It's a very, kind of flexible space for us. But pickleball will have a role there also.
Well, one thing that the YMCA is noted for is serving all communities and all populations and all genders and all age groups. And we have young kids here. We have people that work during the day. We have people that come to this facility and others under the First Coast banner to just get their exercise in. And pickleball is not exempt to that. We have a big youth movement going. We've got collegiate stuff coming. And then we've had a lot of older people that traditionally played the game. But the biggest growth is 45 years and younger. So you're right on time with this, man.
I believe it. Yeah. So, I'm a tennis player. I guess slowly converted pickleball player.
It won't take long, folks. He'll give it up.
But I've had a blast with tennis, and as I get a little bit older, and some of my friends, pickleball seems to be the more popular to play right now. Even in my neighborhood with the summer, and you've got the college kids coming home. Yeah. The younger groups love to play, and being so close to Landrum Middle School, I can see some after-school programming before everyone gets off of work and comes for our evening. So,
yeah. Well, definitely the demand to learn this game or even play it for the first time is unlike anything in the sporting world. You don't have to put a ball in a hoop or a golf ball in a cup or kick a ball into a net or anything. You pick up the paddle and you can play. And we've heard people go, well, I'm a crummy player. Well, there's a lot of crummy players, and there's some good ones and some really great ones. So you'll find your groove. You'll find the people to play with, to your point.
Yeah, absolutely. So we know that there's going to be people at all different levels. So our major base is people that are beginning and just want to have some exercise. If you want to play on a team, if you want to have lessons, we will have those options for you. If you're a competitive player, we're going to have a challenge court. That's why the 5 courts kind of gives us some flexibility of what we want to do. So our beginners, new people taking lessons, to our more advanced folks that want to, a tougher match.
Right.
So,
and this is an open play model like many public courts. They have a paddle saddle that you can stick your paddles in, so you know who's next to play, and the lighting is terrific. You've just experienced. I asked Charlie as before he came on camera. I said, "How's the lighting?" Because that's always tricky, and he goes, "Buzz, it's great, and it is terrific, right?"
It's incredible. This place at night, the LED lights, everything.
So let's take a minute and talk a little bit about how you put wheels under this bus. I mean, it always takes money to make these things go, and you got to premeditate those kinds of things and manage costs and all that. So kind of talk a little bit about what's unique about that for YMCA.
Yeah, so the YMCA is a nonprofit, and so I don't know if a lot of people know that. But so the way this project came about was we're in the middle of a capital campaign, and that's public. So this is the first phase of it.
And those are donations or gifts in kind or that kind of thing.
Yes, and so those are donations. So this it has been been able to come about because of the Newman family, and their gift has played a huge role in this, and so that this is in their honor, and really they're naming it after Rich McGuire, who was a longtime board chairman here at this Y.
Oh, wow.
And was Mr. Newman's commanding officer in the Coast Guard, and just a close family friend, and just
Right.
The story is incredible. And, I think it's also wonderful to recognize the Newmans as a local family who felt like this was a worthy cause for them, and wanting to get people up and moving, and really the social aspects and connectivity of community. So
they're kind of the catalyst that kind of got this money thing moving. A very generous donation, I might add.
Yes.
And a military family, which, here in Jacksonville market where we're filming this, we're a military town with Mayport Naval Air Station and Jackson NAS Naval Air Station to our west here. It's a lot of patriotism here.
A lot of patriotism here. The military is big here. We recently renamed the Brown Family YMCA. You might have known it as the Winston Y or the Ponte Vedra Y, but the Brown family, again, local family, naming rights, the gift and their vision. And then this part of the project is the Newmans, and it couldn't happen without local families investing in our community.
That's great. That's great. Well, even though it's nonprofit, there's still a lot to manage, like a business. I mean, it is a business, right?
There is. I think, so the way our business works is certain YMCAs are designed to make money and to net up, money. And then there are certain communities that need a Y experience. And so this Y supports the overall health of some other communities.
Great. And it's a safe place for everybody to come to. And I think it's one of the hallmarks of YMCA. It's always been a safe haven for children and families, right?
Absolutely. And we go from, 6 weeks to you're 100 years old. We'll have a program for you. We'll get a paddle in your hand. We'll get a ball in your hand, and something for everybody.
Great. So the official opening is when?
So we have our ribbon cutting on next Tuesday, July 18th, and then we'll be doing something out here for National Pickleball Day on August 8th, so stay tuned.
Yeah, that's going to be great. It's always welcomed when you do these projects, but how long did this take?
So this is about 6 months from shovels in the ground.
That's particularly startling. I mean, 6 months from dirt to court?
Yeah, so there was some leveling and bringing in some fill dirt and making sure, everything. And the pavilion was provided by a generous grant by the St. Johns County. So we've, been able to kind of piecemeal this thing together, but we didn't want to leave any feature unturned. So really everything from like where the nets and the fence and the viewing to the pavilion to the water ball filling station to the lights, we tried to put every bell and whistle we could so that the experience is a great one.
Fantastic. Well, a long time coming, but you guys did it in record time, and that's cool. And I'm sure it'll be welcomed all through the whole Ponte Vedra area. But just 1 second, let's talk a little bit about this new VP thing. You're going to be still maintain your offices here, but then you're going to be covering the whole county and everywhere around here, right?
Yeah. So I'll be officing out of here. This Ponte Vedra Beach and the Brown Family YMCA is my home, and seeing the completion of our other capital renovations. But we also have branches in Nocatee and our World Golf Village location, and down in St. Augustine Beach, and a new Y coming to the Durbin Park area in 2025.
Right. Now, if you're a member of any of the First Coast YMCAs, are you able to, go to any of the other ones?
Yeah, so that's a great question. So we have a membership type that gives you, for the Florida's First Coast YMCA, which gives you access to all the branches. Or if you have silver sneakers, you could be a member here, and you can come and play on the courts. So, yeah.
And so, if anybody wanted to play from another YMCA under the First Coast banner, they just have to make sure they got the right membership to afford that ability to come and play like anybody else, right?
Yeah, and play like anybody else. So if you're a member of First Coast YMCA, or if you're a member at the Brown Family YMCA, your membership gets you on the courts.
Oh, wow.
So we do have some lessons and some things like that. And if you want to reserve a court for, an hour, hour and a half, and just for your group, it's an additional fee, but we're talking nominal. It's like $4 a person. It's
Probably off-peak hours, right?
correct.
Yeah,
Off-peak hours.
right.
Yep.
Well, anyway, that's Charlie. I'm Buzz. We are so thrilled to have additional courts with a huge deficit in courts. There's more players than there are places to play, so it's really cool that you guys are doing this, and we'll be looking forward to next week during the grand opening, and then you're off and running, right?
Then we are open, and we are not looking back. We are looking forward. So stay tuned. We want to do some teams, some leagues, and certain things around the holidays and some tournaments.
Events, yeah, that's good.
Exactly.
And what are the hours here, by the way?
Yeah, so we're going to go 7 to 9.
Okay.
So, we'll get out early, especially right now with the heat. And then we know that, 9 o'clock seems like it'll coincide with our pool hours.
Yeah,
So
great. Well, my thanks to Charlie. And for more information, you can go to where to find out more?
Yeah, so we're at www.fcymca.org, or you can go to the Brown Family YMCA homepage and you can get information there.
FCYMCA.org.
Yep.
Okay. Not .com, .org.
.org.
Yes,
Yep.
that's cool. Well, listen, my thanks to Charlie for spending some time with us. Come enjoy these courts. You players that have been playing all over the place, you got another place here on the other side of the ditch, as they say, and we welcome that. And we'll be talking with all of you again soon. Stay tuned.